guys, welcome to a new video and welcome to a new car. This is my Toyota GT86. I didn't go for the facelift version because I much prefer the old gens, but trying to track down one with low miles was a hard mission. I've been trying to track this car down for the longest time since I wanted to get it. So, before this car, there was a sunburst orange Toyota GT86 with I think around 50,000 miles. I called up the people and literally the person brought it in the day before. The dealership put it up on their site and it was sold just like that. So to find this car was an absolute, just a needle in a haystack. This has 30,000 miles on it. I got really lucky because the majority of them that are out there on these websites like buyercar.co.uk, motors.co.uk, Piston Heads, Auto Trader, whatever, they all have between 70,000 and 100,000 miles on. I obviously wanted something with as low mileage as possible for reliability purposes, etc, etc. I'm so over the moon with it, so over the moon. As some of you may know if you're into your vehicles, this is actually a really rare car. It's a 2-litre boxer engine and it's a collaboration between Toyota and Subaru. As you can see on the engine as well, they've both got their manufacturer names there, which I find just like that, these little details, these subtle details just add to the car. It's absolutely awesome. It drives like a dream. The suspension, the way the chassis is set up, it's firm as hell. There's no roll, it's low down. You really feel as if you're in a race car. Another reason why I went for this car is because it's so open for modification. As you can see with the engine layout, there's a lot of space, so there's room for hench air filters. I'll probably end up turbo in it. There's a company called Fensport who do solely customizations for the GT86 and they've created their own Fensport GT86, which is an absolute weapon. I believe it pushes around 500 horsepower or something, I want to say. And I believe there's one out there where they've created a GT86 that has around 1000 bhp, which is just mind-boggling. So who knows what I can do with this in the future. Maybe I can make it the fastest GT86 out there. We'll see. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get a remap on it. It provides a lot more torque, especially in the lower range and the lower revs, etc. So that'll benefit me. I'm getting quite nerdy here, and I'm guessing a lot of you don't know too much about cars, so I don't want to bore you for the people who, you know, this isn't a car channel, I do everything. So I'm trying not to go into too much detail. Have I spoke about the paint yet? I haven't. It's a pearlescent white, so that means depending on the lighting, you'll see glitters, like little bits of glistening paint basically, like stars I suppose. And as I say, depending on the lighting, say for example it's night and there's street lights or just sunlight like there is today, it will look different. While the sun is like this, it won't do the camera any justice, but trust me, it's an amazing paint job. The interior, there are sport seats, so I guess that's like a cross between normal seats and bucket seats. Hugs you tighter and you just feel more sporty and low down and aerodynamic in general. This car likes to show off its revometer, but has the potential to rev up to 9,000. That's like a damn Porsche. It will actually do that if you modify it enough. At the moment, I can get it to rev, I think just over 7,000, between 7,000 and 8,000 RPM, which is still pretty impressive, and it sounds like a damn race car. A lot of people don't know if I actually show you this. My lovely camera lady, can you? My camera. It's Deanna.
Hi,
she's tying up her shoelace.
My hair's going everywhere.
Make sure you go follow her on Instagram. So a lot of people don't know when they look at this, they think it's like a cool funky design. This actually says 86, and if you can make that out, but a lot of people don't know that. It's the same on the back right here, GT86 logo, and it is also the same on the steering wheel. There's a GT86 logo, so that's pretty cool. Just subtle touches like that again, which I love. Too many cars, go away. No.
There was literally no cars before. Like,
I know. Overall, this is an absolute dream for me. It's a weapon. I found it for an incredibly good deal as well, so I am absolutely over the moon. It's gonna make me broke as shit. I've had to diversify, I've had to sacrifice certain things, and I've had to do extra things in order to basically afford this car, which I won't bore you about. I'm doing loads and loads of shit. I'm trying to always branch out, but yeah. So I love it, I love it. I just hope it literally doesn't ruin me. I'm sure it won't, but yeah.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah, it probably will.
It will.
I mean, the MPG on this thing is dreadful, especially the way I drive it. So, what the fuck are you doing now? When you put this thing into sport mode and traction off, it will guzzle fuel. I mean, traction doesn't really do that much to the MPG, but sport does, and when you put your foot down, depending on how you drive, of course, it will ruin it. So at the moment,
and I'm ruining it.
And I'm ruining it. I'm ruining the tyres, I've drifted it probably more times than I should have. I've only had this car for about a week. But yeah, I'm averaging about 20 mpg, which is awful, absolutely dreadful. I need to
slow down.
Exactly. So it's rinsing my pocket in terms of fuel. But that is basically all there is to it. It's a stunning car in my opinion, absolutely stunning. You can see at the front as well, I believe anyway, personally, it's kind of based on an LFA, the Lexus LFA, if you know that car, and you can see like the similarities on the front. So there are similarities between the GT86 and the LFA. Also, Subaru make a version of this car called the Subaru BRZ, and so does Scion, if you didn't know that. Get that over in the States, etc, etc, etc. I'm in love with it. It's an amazing car, and I'm thoroughly over the moon. So now I think I'm just going to cue a couple more driving clips since we have managed to come out to this lovely destination. It's a really warm day, the tarmac is solid, and I'm going to try not to kill Deanna while we get some like flybys and shit.
I'm gonna die. I love you all.
I love you too.